Hey folks, Jimmy from Gamblers here, playing some guitar. We're gonna go through the tones for Preach Your Love, our new single, featuring Nova One. So let's talk about Preach Your Love. This is our new single. It's a remix of Small World. So it's familiar but new all the same. One of the tones I want to call out is the kind of a grizzly bear reverb sound. And we messed around with a couple of things, right? You know, plugging a guitar right into the head, into the console, several different reverbs. Grizzly bear has that really interesting, I would call it like a chamber sound reverb. And where we kind of landed finding that tone was sending a reverb into an already driven amp. A lot of times reverbs come after the preamp section, after the distortion. That's even how I have it set up on the pedal board. But if you drive the amp and hit the reverb going into the amp, you get this weird kind of, let's see how it sounds here. So yeah, finding that reverb tone was really important, and I love the Strymon Big Sky. I know I'm not the only one. A lot of worship pastors out there, I'm looking at you. But yeah, the Big Sky allows you to, there's a spring reverb on here that actually simulates hitting an overdriven amp as well as clean tones. And I love that, the amount of options there. Sometimes you go crazy exploring every option, but sometimes you're crazy regardless. So, what else we got going on in this song? Okay, there's a weird little intro where I do an octave kind of climb. You'll hear that from the Hog. I love the Hog 2. It's a super difficult beast to tame, but worth learning. Made here in New York City. From Electro Harmonics. Yeah, so we're in tandem with the expression pedal hooked up, you can get some really cool shit out of it. What else is going on in this tune? Oh, just some really lush verbs from the Strymon Mobius. You can see I'm a Strymon fan. I have what they call the Strymon Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Mobius, here's some little chorus. So we talked before a little bit about hitting the, placing the reverb before the amp to get overdriving those sort of trails. So yeah, even though I usually when using the effects loop, which I love to do with my Dr. Z here, I send the delays and reverbs after the preamp, but with the Mobius and all sort of modulation effects, you can kind of get a different sound before or after the preamp, whether you send drive into it or you send this into a drive. I like this going into some drive. So I actually hit this before I hit any of my drives, and it just makes it a little more organic. If you need something that pops out, set it after the drive. But if you want something that kind of blends in with the tone there, I like it before. It also does like all sorts of stereo stuff, so that's gorgeous for chorus. And what else is going on in this tune? Just some fun long delays. And the timeline actually has a really cool function. I love this, where if you just hold down one of the, whatever preset is activated, hold down the foot switch, you can get infinite delays. So that's it without holding it down. And then there's some fun spots in the song where it just goes infinite. All right, that's Preacher Love. Keep an eye out for more videos like this coming soon.